back here. Gypsy Witch for the last bit of May 28th into June until around the 4th, given a week's worth of energy for Aquarius. Let's see what's going on here, people. It is a little humid here, which is why I'm just going to do shuffle and drawing instead of the intuitive thing. No, I'm not, because there's the Tower. I'm going to pop this back in. Literally, I had my eyes closed and I was doing it. The Tower is the commitment relationship thing, agreements. It could mean work, but when I do a relationship, I more take it as commitment because the picture is of a church. So, Aquarius, a 1 and a 2. Okay. 2 threesies. All right. Flipping. There it was. It was like, no, this is the position I want to be in. Get there. Tower came back out as the first card. No, it knows what it wants. Baby gets what it wants, Gypsy Witch. So, you have the Tower. Sorry, this is bugging me. The Hermit slid right off the top of the Sacred Rose. Virgo or introspection. I'm just saying. You have the Tower. You have the Fire. You have the Bear. Underlying is the Ring, which does lead me to corroborate the relationship portion of it. You're at a crossroads. All right. So there's the Tower, commitment, relationships, some kind of level of, being together or an agreement, contract type thing. The Fire, this is a lot of passion, a lot of feelings, but with the Bear, I want to say they're trying to be under control. They're trying to really protect those feelings and not let the fire burn out of control. So there's a grumpiness, a major grumptasticness to this. I'm getting, because it's like, then you have the crossroads. So, well, what direction are we going? I don't know, Aquarius. Let's find out. So what is this relationship about? All right. Well, there's the swords. I pointed this out. If you're reading this Lenormand style, this would be the cross card because Gypsy Witch doesn't have a card for the cross. This is the burdens card. This is the, like, are you kidding me card. The loyalty, faithfulness, and love. So whatever this was felt very heavy. But then the fire is still there, so what's the deal? Oh, your feels. With the heart, there's emotion. So if this is not Aquarius, this is what Aquarius is dealing with. And there's somebody who does not know how to process. Someone does not know how to process their emotions. Because that loyalty and faithfulness was, I think, more seen as a burden as opposed to a potentially good thing. So, what else are we want to talking about that? The mice. Yeah, there's like a gnawing. Mice and the eye came out together. It's almost like you don't believe it till you see it. Don't believe it till you see it. There's a mistrust to this. And what is the Bear about? Someone wants there to be change to something better. They don't want to be in this crumb bum situation. Now, it's not the coffin, which doesn't mean a decided end. There's a need to migrate away from something and then come back. It's like, I need to go to, a better place to migrate away from this, get your head together, come back. Get it together, come back. Come back to... no, I got the what. I totally got the what is going on right now thing, which I will explain, but then I will reshuffle to clarify the stork. I don't take this as this many, but it all makes sense. The pig is the ego, the, just being kind of like a jerk type situation. The sun is the realizing it, but putting the block on it. I think that's the control factor. The rose is you want to open up, you want to cut it out, but you're still defensive, and it's kind of like you're surprised by, you are or they are surprised by what's coming out, and it's almost like you're like, just let me hug you. They're like, no, just let me show you love. Like, kind of like the rescue dog that wants to be loved and taken care of, but they're still hand shy because they don't quite know how to deal with it. All right, the key wanted to come out. So what is the key? What is the key? Are you trying to tell me that was the key? It's like, just take the cards already. So the anchor, the shepherd, the clover, and the children. So the key is whoever, whatever this is the anchor is to get grounded. The shepherd is this protectiveness. I think there's somebody who's like waiting. There's a waiting, there's a watching, there's a protectiveness, like, like someone who's going to take care of that rescue dog and make them, come around, because then there's the clover and the new beginning, which is the innocence. So this is the short-term fortune card, but the whole believe it till you see it thing doesn't make me think that it's soon, because I didn't get like the rider. There's the ship. There's the longing. And like I said, it's going to take time. The ship takes time. It's not like the rider who's like the lightning. So it'll be like a surprise when it does happen. Like I was saying, the rider comes in on a horse. That's quick. The ship is more like you have to chart the course. You have to, set sail. Well, here's the coffin. So this is, you had the mild change. This is the decided change, which I think it comes in quickly. And I want to find out about this change. What kind of change are we talking here? Give me some good, solid jumpers, please, for the coffin. There's the rider. The communication will be quick. It will, the stability, your surroundings, it's going to come in to affect kind of the groundwork that you're laying. But here's the problem. Whatever kind of shock and stuff is going on, no matter how much longing there is, there's the tree. And here's the safe, which means whatever kind of jarring and stuff that goes on, whatever kind of longing there is, the tree is like the long haul, and the safe is kind of the, you either need to keep yourself safe, or whoever, is dealing with, Aquarius is dealing with, it's like they're still protecting themselves or yourself. And even though there's the stork and stuff, and then there's the coffin, this is almost saying like, no, I'm still going to, kind of keep stuff close to me. I can't extend that right now, even with the rider. So I feel like maybe, and even with this new beginning and stuff, and someone's waiting you out and the whole thing and the grounding, I feel like it might be a false start. Like it's whatever positive stuff that's going, it might be a little short-lived, because I don't think someone has their emotions together to do it. And that's just kind of what I'm seeing. This is so weird. I shuffled the bejeebus out of these cards. So, let's see. Ooh, hi. I think this is more. Oh. I don't see it as bad, and I get the gist of the whole intuitiveness and stuff, but I didn't feel like solid about it. So we're going to restart. All right, can we get like an overarching thing? Okay, here it is. So there it is. There's the tower on the bottom. So yeah, there's just, if there's a reset button, it's going to take its sweet time. Because then there's the sun. So there's realization, and there's this King of Wands who is very, there's libido with the King of Wands where he's like, hey, baby. So I think maybe, I don't get like, oh, they're just like a Casanova, but there is some kind of magnetism to this, but there is an awakening, kind of like an awareness, and fire, and then the sun, hotsy-totsy. Ten of Swords with Page of Wands. So there's definitely the burden. Remember the swords back there with the cross, the cross light card? This is like Dunza-Rooney, but there's someone who's still willing to communicate. Like there's still, the door is still open. I get that feeling. Like, the candle's still burning, rose is still blooming, and there's strength behind it. This is solid, but the Eight of Wands, there's that communication portion again. So like the door is still open, but remember the stork with needing to get away? Six of Swords. There needs to be like a walk away, cut point situation, to reevaluate. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is the working on it. Like, let's work on it kind of thing. So it's back to the drawing board, it feels like. So if Aquarius isn't putting themselves into their work, someone has walked away to be like, no, I need to work on my own stuff. Thanks for playing. I'm still strong. Door's still open, but I don't think now is the time. Now might not be the time. But the underlying passion, emotion is all there. I just don't think it knows how to manifest itself at this point. So give me, get back here. Doing the Art of Life. I like this. I think the Art of Life kind of wants to transition out of readings. I get this feeling. So it's letting the Sacred Rose kind of do its thing for now. Ooh, and they're even coming out like face down. It's like, da, da, da. You mock me so. Okay. This is with High Priestess at the bottom. Yeah, so there's a lot of knowing going on. Four of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Three of Swords with Justice. And then the Two of Pentacles coming out with Strength. So Four of Pentacles is that holding on to things. Like, what are you holding on to? Is it serving you? Probably not, because then you have the Nine of Swords, which is keeping you, that's literally being in your head. That's just like nonstop thinking. It's creating an anxiety. King of Cups, Ace of Swords. So you're trying to stay balanced in your emotions and trying to stay honest within them. So it's time to really focus on that. Like, get a grip on that. And then I think Three of Swords is that heartbreak emotion card and stuff. But the Justice, I think you get a handle on it, because Justice is balancing the scales. And I think it's the balancing the scales because you have the Two of Pentacles. What are you juggling? Two things. What are scales? Two things that have to balance out. And that is what needs to be struck. Then the strength to do it. And I think sometimes that's the scariest part, because it does draw with a lot from someone to be able to keep that strength of balance. So whoever this is, if this is Aquarius needing a timeout to balance, or this is someone Aquarius is dealing with, needs to balance it out. But with the safe in the tree, I do get there's a definite reluctance to do it. So let's see if the crystal deck can shine a light on the qualities that are needed to make that happen. So what does Aquarius need to know? What would the crystal deck tell Aquarius right now about this week? What they need to do to get there. It's humid, which is why I'm shuffling like this. Okay. Oh, I got the itchies. All right. Labradorite, or labradoodle, as I like to call it. Topaz, iolite, beryl. I am taking 3 with like an overarching kind of thing. Labradoodle, psychic development, meditation, responsibility. Topaz, self-realization, tranquility, inspiration. Iolite, grounding, focus, intuition. Beryl, power, truth, vision. Labradoodle is what fears hold you back from the unknown? How can you use the higher mind and spirit to overcome them? So like I said, it's that strength to go within portion. So Topaz is the path is becoming clearer and full of joy and peace. Work carefully, know and speak your truth. That's good. Remember that King of Cups with the Ace of Swords? Get that balance going. Iolite is you need to kind of get a grip on your body. Like, are you just indulging in too much stuff? Are you really taking care of yourself? Have you said yes to the next episode of Netflix too many times? Do you need to take a walk? Like what, you need to get your spirit and your body to kind of line up, or at least start on your way. So you need to ensure you are grounded and centered before undertaking any kind of vision quest. And vision quest, it could be like, you're not sitting up in the mountains alone with coyotes. It's more like, I was about to say power, truth, vision. So there it is. So the beryl, the way forward will be made clearer and easier, and a clear sense of purpose will enter your life, allowing you to move on. So there is a freeing up. I think there's a major protectiveness going on this week. I think if Aquarius needs to figure out what they're doing with their emotions, it'll happen, but it'll be slow going. If Aquarius is dealing with somebody who needs to get their emotions in check, it might be a little bit, but let the stork migrate. Storks come back. And any kind of positive thing that seems like a good start, I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket at the moment. So just give it some time. Okay, Aquarius. Be talking to you next week. Until then, be well.